This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
The way they help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeye'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eye's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polly Eye's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate. The Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, Latitude Signs, the Dairy Barn. Also a shout out to our business card sponsors up there in the top right hand corner. Turnkey Realty, Kurt's Collision Center, Dairy Barn, Firestone, Grinnell Firestone, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, Grinnell Mutual. Latitude Signs. Sorry, the sun's really bright up here. I can't see my screen. Polly Eye's Pizza and West Finch Auto Plaza. I think I got them all there. So thank you to all those sponsors up there on the business card. And our scoreboard's also brought to you by Kurt's Collision Center. So without those sponsors, you would not be watching this free and clear on our YouTube channel. So thank you. If you are watching for the first time, reach down there and hit that like button. Let us know you're there. If you're a Grinnell fan and want to see us all season long for all sports long, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We'd love to see you. You get a little notification every time we go live online. So I'm going to turn it over to our play-by-play man, Chris Juni.
All right, Dan Walker, thank you very much, and a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grinnell Tiger High School Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network, as Dan mentioned. Chris Jr. here with you on a Thursday night, an absolutely gorgeous Thursday night. Maybe a bit chilly, about 50 degrees right now as that sun starts to set. Temperature's going to drop, but still not much wind at all. Matter of fact, the flags on the goalposts are barely moving, and just a great, fantastic night for soccer. As Dan mentioned, that sun is still low in the sky, and it's shining right in on our broadcast position, but we'll plow through that and get ahead of the game and bring you the best broadcast we can. So Tiger boys, actually, this is supposed to be their fourth game coming in, but they had two other games weathered out. They defeated South Tama last week 3-1, and then they were supposed to play Boone last Friday. That got weathered out with the storms, and then they're supposed to play Indianola Tuesday this week, and that got weathered out because of the storms. So this is the Tiger boys, only their second game of Coach Jordan Kester. As I said, they're 1-0. And they have some stats here. Bo Blanchard, a sophomore, is in goal for the Tigers. He had 11 saves in that first game against 1 goal given up, so that's a really good percentage. Grace Caponzu, the senior forward, very speedy, very quick forward. He scored 2 of the Tigers' goals so far. And then other players have been there with assists. Jack Hoops is out there too, and then the Tiger defense. So off to a great start for the boys. Ballard Bombers are coached by Nathan Easter. They're 0-2. They lost to Nevada and lost to Gilbert as well. Their other 2 games, one against West Central Valley and one against North Polk, were weathered out as well. And they didn't have any stats posted on the online stat database that the girls and boys athletic unions in Iowa use. It's called Varsity Bound or Bound.com. But we do know that senior goalkeeper Parker Becker is their goalkeeper. He's had 43 saves against 12 goals given up. And but all that's brand new tonight. Stats kind of throw out the window, and you still got to play the game because everybody starts 0-0. A couple things about soccer, we want to point out to the fans. If you're just tuning in or not familiar with high school soccer, they play 2 40-minute halves. It's continuous clock unless the official in charge decides to stop it for either an injury or some other situation that they deem worthy enough to stop it. Now, you may have remembered soccer if you watched any World Cup or anything like that where they have this, what they call stoppage time. My understanding is high school soccer does not have that unless, again, the official stops the clock, but then there's a clocker that stops the clock, so that takes care of that. There's no need for the officials on the field to keep track of any stoppage time. So they do 2 40-minute halves, and in theory it's continuous clock, even on substitutions, even if they have to chase a ball or whatnot. So in theory, the players, if the ball doesn't go out of bounds, can literally be running on the soccer field for 40 minutes at a time without much of a break. So really good cardiovascular, really a pretty good workout if you stop and think about that. Another thing about high school soccer is the ball always starts at the midfield. And when a team is going towards the opponent's goal, they are what's called on the attack. That is the technical term for that. And any of you out there want to fact check me and make a comment or two, that'd be perfect. But that's the research I've been able to uncover. That's called an attack. And there's usually 3 officials, 1 official, the head referees in the center of the field. Then there's at least 2 officials on either side, one on either side to call out of bounds and signal for things like which way, who gets to possess the ball after it goes out of bounds, or if there's a corner kick, end kick, calling off sides, all those types of things. So lots of things to keep track of. We'll try to explain those to you as we go along. We're still about 5 minutes away here from a soccer. Both teams out there warming up. And as I said, Tiger boys, this is their second game only. Had a real good game against South Tama. Again, won that one 3-1. Grace Caponzu scored 2 of the 3 goals for the Tigers. I did not get the stat on who the other Tiger was that had those. But nonetheless, so just where you want to start the season. And meanwhile, Ballard, the Bombers, come in here, as I said, 0-2. They've had a couple of games with that as well. Lost to Nevada, lost to Gilbert, and I believe they were shut out in both games. So kind of a tough start for the Bombers, but they have a fairly young team. And as they're just going to get nothing but better. And, of course, obviously, they would like nothing more than to come all the way up here to Grinnell from Story County and knock off the Tigers on this beautiful prescription turf field that we call TT Cranny. So we're going to take a little pause here now for the last couple minutes. We'll just take this pause while they finish warming up. We'll be back to give you starting lineups and get ready for soccer action as we say you're watching Grinnell Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network. performed, and we are set for soccer here on this Thursday night on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Again, absolutely gorgeous night for soccer. Hardly any wind. The flags at the top of the goalpost on either end are barely moving at all. Like I said, a little chilly, right about 50 degrees right now. Of course, that's going to drop as that low sun gets lower in the sky as we move on. But all in all, fantastic night for soccer as we are happy to bring it home to you here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. And the referee tonight, the head referee, is Mr. Blanchard. And then the two assistant referees on either side of him as the ones we mentioned earlier that watch the sidelines for things like out of bounds, offside, and those other things. Grinnell Tigers are in the black. Ballard is in the white tops with the red trim, as you can see. And Ballard will get the ball first. We are just waiting for the official ready for play to start. Mr. Blanchard gives a call, and we are underway. Ballard gets the ball back. Grinnell defense storming down. Bombers go on the attack. Ball gets passed. Ballard kicked up in the air by the Tigers, but headed back by Ballard. As both teams just kind of go back and forth here. Now the ball gets out to the middle. Over now to Jack Hoops. Hoops trying to work around the fence. Kicks it back to his defenders. Then kicked way downfield towards Caponzu. It goes off the Ballard player's head. Headed up and out of bounds. And looks like it's still kept in place, so we play on. Over there was Jeff Seek for the Tigers. And kicked it downfield trying to get Grace Caponzu. Again, we mentioned Grace's speed. Really fast and very quick player. And try to let him outrun it, but just a little too far, goes out of bounds. And I didn't see which way they pointed, but I believe it's going to be a Grinnell Tiger throw-in. Yes, it will be. On the far side, ball thrown in towards the center, trying to be headed up, and the ball's loose in front of the net. Shot attempt, almost there's a shot attempt, and up and in already. A goal scored by the Tigers. Let's see, is that a goal? Yes, it is. Couldn't see who got that one. Looks like number 8 for Grinnell, Braden Graff. Oh, no goal. My apologies. They said it hit the bar and went over, so no goal on that one. My apologies. I thought I saw the official point the arm straight out, signifying a goal. So no goal, and we play on. Ball goes out of bounds, off of a Ballard player, so Tigers have the throw, and there goes Jack Hoops on the far side now. Again, getting downfield, trying to get it down to Caponzu, but Ballard defense right there. Number 18 for the Bombers, Harbor Wilcox, senior defender, kicks the ball out, lets his defense get reset, as we've seen many times before, and Tigers will have a throw-in. Again, just underway here at TT Craneyfield, no score between Ballard Bombers and Grinnell Tigers. Non-conference soccer action on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Ball thrown in, headed back out by Grinnell, and now, let's see, nope, it's going to be a corner kick for the Tigers. Quickly getting in play, the referee let it go, so here we go. Ball's up in the air, trying to jump up, knock it in. Ball is headed by the Tigers, but out of bounds, and looks like it goes, well, let's see, did Grinnell touch that? Looks like a player went for it, and I believe they called a corner kick on the other side. Yes, they did. So quickly, Tigers not wasting any time. Once the signal's made, they hustle after the ball and get it put into play. Now we got to pause while the player ties his shoelace. And here we go. Corner kick coming again, second one so far. Low corner kick right down in front of the goal. Ball knocked down, then Ballard boots it up in the air high and out to midfield. Now it's kicked out of there by Ballard, but chased down by the Tigers. And here comes Brody Pedig on the right side. Tries to get in the middle to Hoops. Now over to Seek. Now back to Hoops. Hoops has lost it, and then he gets over to the far side to Ballard. That's Harbor Wilcox chasing it down. Ball goes off a Grinnell defender. So it will be a Ballard Bomber throw-in. Bombers from the Raccoon River Conference, just south, out of Huxley, Iowa, just south of Ames. Attack attempt knocked down by the Tiger defense that time. Good play by Braden Graff, the Tiger defenseman. Graff still working on it. Now Ballard has a little bit of a breakout, but swooped in and knocked out of there by the Tigers. Now the Tigers have a shot on the attack. Coming down there is Christopher McCartney for the Tigers. There's Caponzu, point-blank shot and goal, and Caponzu puts it in. No doubt about that one. Got the goalkeeper to commit on a nice little fake. Kind of hesitated like he was going to kick it, and then when the goalie went down, he just put it up and over the goalie's head. And just like that, Tigers jump out to a 1-0 lead. We are in the 4th minute, and Grace Caponzu gets his 3rd goal on the season. So good job by him. And maybe it's hard to see with the sun, but he is very, very fast. And you can see the Tigers' game plan early here is to kick the ball in a long drive and let Grace Caponzo run down there and outrun everybody else to get down to it. Here come the Tigers on the attack again. Ball given up by Ballard. Now Tigers on the attack. Here comes Braden Graff trying to swing it around, looking for Hoops, his teammate. Graff keeps it in right there at the end line. Ball still unplayed, and let's see. Looks like we have a throw-in for Grinnell. Jack Hoops is going to throw it in, try to get it down to the center, but headed out of there by Ballard. That'll go across the end line. That'll be a corner kick for the Tigers.
You know, that's one thing I noticed when the girls played the other night. They're not used to the new field, you know, being that extra width because we were restricted because we had drains on both sides of the field. So we actually added about another 2.5 feet on each side and truly playing by the yellow line on this turf with having a flat field. So it's a little bit bigger. They got to get used to it after playing here last year on a grass field.
Ballard gets the ball now. Now Ballard goes on the attack, and they have some numbers if they work. Although Tiger defense sprints back on the far side. Looks like Jack Nelson has the ball now. Nice defensive play by the Tigers there. Couldn't catch that number, but good play by them. Now there's a wrestling match there, or a tussle at midfield for it, between Jeff Seek and a Bomber defender. Now the ball cleared across by Grinnell, going to roll out of bounds, and I believe that is going to be a Grinnell throw-in. Okay, it was off a Ballard Bomber. Quickly, the Tigers get it in. Boy, they don't waste any time, as we said. That's probably part of Coach Jordan Kester's strategy. That ball goes off for Grinnell. Now Ballard gets a throw-in. Long pass down, headed up by the Tigers, and knocked out of bounds again to give the defense a chance to reset. But here comes Ballard right away with a throw-in. Overshoots his intended target, Logan Huntrods. But headed back out by Grinnell, not controlled by Ballard. Entry pass in on the attack. Now he tries a long goal that goes up and over the net. Bo Blanchard just watches that sit over the head, and it will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Again, if you're just joining us, Grinnell took the lead 1-0. Grace Caponzo scored his third goal of the season in the 4th minute, and Tigers lead Ballard 1-0. Now let's see, there goes the ball. Is out there, lost in the sun for just a moment. And now Tigers battling for it. Now Ballard gets control, but poked away nicely by the Tiger defense. Always has a defense right there. Ballard's had several opportunities, but a Tiger defenseman has been in the right spot to knock it away and stop the attack. Ballard kicks it out of bounds to give their defense a chance to reset. Tigers quickly get it in, trying to hit downfield to Caponzo. There goes headed off a Ballard player. He misses it. Now Tigers swooping in, trying to get a pass into Caponzo. It was Jeff Seek that time. Couldn't quite connect. And Ballard clears for the moment. Now a nice tackle there by Ballard. Liam Hurst slides in and knock it away from Rory Brownell. Brownell now working. And now a tackle on Zach Castro. And they call a violation on Ballard. On the tackle, in the official's estimation, it was an illegal tackle, like a foul in basketball. So they stop the play. Tigers get the kick in. Tigers try to center it down. Ballard kicks it out, but now right back to Jack Hoops. Now slicing in there is Braden Graff. Graff in the corner battling, gets it back out to Hoops. Hoops gets around one defender, works past another defender, trying to get it in position to center it. Gets it out towards the center, towards Seek, who was out there, or Zach Castro. Couldn't quite get it to him. Back out to midfield. Now Tigers on the attack again. Here comes Brownell. Brownell takes a shot in, but right at the Ballard goalkeeper. Saved by Parker Becker. So there's been 3 shots on goal. 1 missed, 1 scored, and 1 save for Ballard by the Tigers so far. Now Ballard on the attack. Trying to swing it back around here. This is Brady Jimenez. Now taken away nicely by Zach Castro. Castro tries to get it down to Braden Graff. Graff gets it knocked away by Ballard. Now taken back by the Tigers. Over now to Hoops. Back to Castro. Castro gets it back to Hoops. Battling Jack Nelson for it out there. Just inside the Tiger defensive end. Now Hoops lofts it up in the air again, trying to get it down there like Caponzo run under it. Gets it right there to the sideline, and Ballard's trying to control it. Gets away from Ballard. Now the Tigers have a breakaway, and I think Ballard just kicks it past the end line. That will be a Tiger corner kick. Lots of up and down action so far. Early on, Tigers lead 1-0. All right, Tigers with another corner kick. Their 4th one early on in this match so far. We're just about 10 minutes through. Here comes a corner kick up in the air. Tigers try to head it up. They do get it up in the air, but not towards the goal. It comes back towards center field. chasing it down there for the Tigers. That time was Tiger player, and that was Braden Graff. Did a smart thing. He couldn't get to it, so he kicked it off a Ballard player. The ball went out of bounds, and Tigers will have a throw-in. Jack Hoops to do the honors for the Tigers. Tries to throw it up towards a Tiger player. That's Graff. Ball kicked over the end line again by Ballard, and another corner kick for the Tigers. Pretty easy strategy to see for Ballard. Now Tigers get it in. A short corner kick, trying to work it in. Hoops has it there in the corner, trying to get past two Ballard defenders. Works his way past. Now pass it over in the middle to Brownell. Brownell gets it back out to the middle to Castro. Castro loses it over to a Ballard defender. That's Jack Nelson on the coming downfield. Now Ballard has something working here. Back over to Huntrods. Huntrods had it, but nice defense that time by number 3, Anthony Torres, a junior defenseman. Got back and poked it away, stopped that Bomber attack. Quickly thrown in by the Bombers. Ball down in the corner now. Torres kicks it away and goes out of bounds. Ballard will have another throw in. And just like that, to try to get it back down quickly to the corner, imposing the same strategy the Tigers are using, not waiting too long. But Bo Blanchard scoops it up, and it'll be a goal kick or pass in for the Tigers. Blanchard boots the ball out to the side, over to number 4, Kieran Jones. Jones advances up to Campanzu. Campanzu quickly trying to work past the defender. Nice defense by Ballard. Took it away, but knocked down nicely by Grinnell. Brody Petty knocks it down. Now Ballard on the attack. Ball on this side of the field. Ball gets away just a moment. And for just a moment, Brady Jimenez for Ballard had a shot at it. But then a teammate of Tigers came in and knocked the ball away. And this, I believe, will be a corner kick for the Bombers. Yes, it will. Just over 10 minutes gone here in this first half. Grinnell leads 1-0 on Grace Campanzu goal in the 4th minute. Corner kick now for the Bombers. As that sun, as you can tell on our view at home, that sun is right there. Grinnell pokes the ball out towards midfield. Now Tigers go on the attack. Ballard a little lackadaisical there. Tigers almost had a shot at a breakaway, but Ballard retains control. Now they're on the attack. Ball down in the corner, but again, Torres speeds in there and kicks the ball out of bounds. Allow the Tiger defense to reset, and the Bombers will have a throw in. Quickly coming down, Liam Hurst throws the ball in nice and high, trying to get something up in the air. Ball's kicked up and around, still up in the air. Now controlled by the Tigers. Ballard tries to center, almost there, but then Jack Hoops pokes it out and away and goes out towards midfield, where Ballard will have another throw in. This time Nathan Hyman with a throw in, headed by Hurst. Over now to Hoops. Knocked down by Hoops. Nice play. Sticks his leg out. Check that. That's Rory Brownell knocking that down. Now the ball gets down in the corner, and again, there's Torres flying in. Anthony Torres, a junior defenseman, flying in and poking that ball out of bounds, allowing the Tiger defense to reset. And by reset, I mean for allow the defenders to get it down in the attack end to help defend the goal. And again, the Tigers, a shot down in the center. Ballard just trying to get the ball up in the air, hoping something looked good. Maybe use their height a little bit to the advantage and trying to get it up there. But Tigers quickly surround the ball and poke it out of bounds, and Ballard has a throw in. Now Ballard centers the ball again. Knocked down in front of the goal, rolls past through the crease out of bounds. That's off Ballard, and that will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Sophomore goalkeeper Bo Blanchard doing those honors here. Has the option to kick it, or he has to kick it on a goal kick. If it was just his ball, he could throw it in if he wanted to. This time he kicks it away. Gets it out to about the 35, or it's headed up back and forth by Grinnell player, then a Ballard player, then finally Hoops just boots it way up and out of bounds. Bombers will have a throw in. 13 minutes gone by here in this first half. Tigers lead 1-0. Chris Jr. Dan Walker with you from TT Craner Field on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Glad to have you along this beautiful Thursday night. Again, another Ballard attack thwarted by the Tiger defense. It just seems like every time Ballard makes an advance, there's a Tiger defender there or hustles and gets there to knock it down or knock it out. Now ball being tussled with, and they let it roll out of bounds, and let's see. They said Grinnell ball that time. Ballard player tried to pick it up, but the referee said, nope, that's a Grinnell throw-in, and here come the Tigers. Knocked down nicely by the Tigers. Kicked up in the air. Now Kapanzu tried it. Couldn't quite get it knocked down. Now Kapanzu looking to go on the attack. Has control now over to Hoops. Hoops has the ball now quickly out in the middle of the field and knocked down by the Tigers. Ballard trying to center it. Now taking his Graff. Graff up the near sideline. Tries to work past the Ballard defender. Does so nicely. Over now to his teammate. And Graff got spilled. He got knocked down. Let's see. He's a little slow getting up. Took a pretty good tumble. But Graff gets himself up, and Tigers will have a kick from about the 15-yard line in their attack end. Doing the honors for the Tigers is number 6, Jeff Seek, junior midfielder. You're going to probably loop it up there towards the goal. A little too much. As Bob Uecker used to say about that pitch, that was just a little outside, a little high and outside. And it will be a goal kick for the Bombers. Substitution in now for Ballard. Number 12 checking in Carson Isaacson in the game, replacing number 4, Brady Jimenez. First sub of the game for either squad. Tiger coach Jordan Kester has not substituted yet. I'm sure that's in the cards at some point. And Ballard goes on the attack. Tigers, there comes Hoops to intercept the pass. Hoops now trying to advance it, working it over to Kapanzu. Kapanzu on the run out, and he gets a goal score, but they called offside, I believe. I believe they called offside, so no goal. That offside rule, folks, I'll just tell you, you have to look it up. It's a tough one to explain, but basically, wherever the ball is, there cannot be an offensive player, whoever's controlling there cannot be an offensive player ahead of where the ball is the way I understand it. So I will do some research on that and get you a definition of offside. But that stopped that play, and so we remain at 1-0, the Tigers. Now quickly downfield, the attack in. Torres again chasing it down, kicking it out of bounds towards the Ballard sideline. Ballard has a throw in. Isaacson throwing it in now for the Bombers. Nice hustle play, and the referee ruled it went out of bounds. That was close. The Ballard player thought he kept it from going out, but the official who was right there ruled it. It did step out of bounds, so Tigers have a throw in. Now they get it in. Over now to Brownell. Brownell trying to get it out and get it cleared out of their end. Brownell gets it back over to Seek. Seek working against 2 defenders. Ball comes loose now over to Torres. He kicks it here on the near side, down around the 5-yard line to his teammate. Now they get it up to the center, over to Brownell. Brownell trying to get a center around. Now the ball's loose. A shot attempt taken by Ballard, and Bo Blanchard had to quickly run up. It was partially deflected. I believe that was Jeff Seek that got a piece of that with his leg. That allowed Blanchard to come up and grab the ball as the Ballard player was moving in for a goal shot. And the Tigers avoided that one, and they kick it out to midfield. Here comes Kapanzu on the far sideline. Here comes Kapanzu getting past the defense, trying to center the ball now to his teammate. Over now to Seek. Now quickly back and forth. Here go the Tigers. A long shot and knocked down. Ball got loose, but nice stop that time by Parker Becker, the senior goalkeeper for the Bombers. Another shot on goal. That is the 5th one for the Tigers unofficially by my stat count. Against just 1 for the Bombers. Ball goes out of bounds. I don't believe it was saved in time, so I think it will be a Tiger throw-in. Let's see. Yep, they have to retrieve the ball, get it over to the sideline, and Tigers will throw it in. 18 minutes gone by in this first half. Tigers lead 1-0. Tigers had a goal, but it was ruled offside, so it was not counted. That ball goes off. Well, the official's estimation goes off a Ballard player's head, so Tigers get the throw in. Jack Hoops throws it in now, trying to hit Seek down in the corner on the near side. Seek working against the Ballard defender, cannot get past him. Nice defense that time by Cole Swan. Here, check that. Carson Isaacson on the defense. Ballard on the attack, stolen away by Castro for the Tigers. Castro tries to get it back to the middle. Caleb Lemkool now with the ball. Kapanzu comes in from behind and kind of pokes it away. Now Tigers have it. Now the ball's left, and Ballard takes control. But there's Torres right there to head it back for the Tigers, and now Tigers go on the attack. Kapanzu works it ahead, trying to get out to Hoops. Up now to Castro. Castro over now to Hoops on a run out. Here comes Kapanzu in the middle. He has Seek on the near side. Hoops couldn't get it. And just a little bit too far. Couldn't control it. Goes across the end line. And I believe, yeah, it is going to be a goal kick. Okay, it's hard to tell if that went off of Grinnell, off of Hoops, or off a Ballard player, but the official said it went off a Ballard player. and that results in a corner kick. Now, what's the difference between a corner kick and not? If the ball goes across the end line, in other words, in the end zone, that line that runs all along parallel to the goalpost, if the ball crosses that and is touched by the defense, it's a corner kick for the offensive team. If not, it's a kick for the other players. And there's a goal shot and then an assist tip in. Hoops had the shot, and then the Ballard goalkeeper was just reaching to make the play. And I believe that's number 11, Zach Castro, then redirected it, like you see in hockey, for the goal. And at the 19th minute, Zach Castro gets a goal, and it's 2-0 Tigers. Again, the hockey analogy is the best one I can use, folks. Hoops had the shot. Castro was there. The goalkeeper for Ballard was going down to scoop up the ball, but right before it got to him, Castro deflected it with his foot and just tipped it past the goalie into the open net for the goal. 2-0 now for the Tigers. Ballard to play it in. Bombers giving chase, and it goes out of bounds off of Ballard. Lemke tried to hit his teammate streaking downfield a little too far. Tigers play it in. Now here come the Tigers on the attack, and that shot, trying to get it downfield, but couldn't get the hips around the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Ballard throw-in. Again, want to say many thanks to our fine sponsors that Dan mentioned, and also our scoreboard sponsors for helping us make these telecasts possible. Allows you to watch these free on YouTube. And let's see here. We had a whistle, some contact on a header, and one of the Tigers players, I think it was Jack Hoops, was knocked down. Official blew the whistle. Again, no card or anything, just simply a foul or a violation, so they stop playing. Grinnell gets a kick. Hoops trying to center it down to his teammate. That was Graff. And now Tigers wanted a hand call there. Nothing happened. Lemke pops it up, gets it away from Kapanzu. Lemke trying to hit it up again. Now Graff has it, gets it to the center, but now the Bombers clear it. Now we have a run out, an attack by Ballard. Tigers giving chase, though. 2-Tiger defense from there. Ball goes out of bounds, and that is going to be a Tiger throw-in. Quickly, Tigers get it in. Knocked out of bounds by Ballard. Now we have a substitution for the game. First one of the game for the Tigers, number 18, Kellen Harder, checks in for the Tigers, replacing number 10. That's Christopher McCartney, junior forward. And Tigers will play it in. Ball's out now in the Ballard attack in. Tigers trying to turn it around there. The Tigers get it clear, but right to Ballard, who kicks it back down on the attack. Over to Lemke for the Bombers. Lemke working the sideline. Ball gets away from him. Goes out of bounds. Tigers throw it in. As you said, quickly, Tigers get it in. Graff has it. It's it headed back to Hoops. Two players run for it there. A little contact. No whistle. We play on. Good solid play by both sides. Ball goes out of bounds again. Tigers just kicked it off a Ballard defender. And the Tigers get the throw in. Now the ball goes off of Ballard, controlled by the Tigers. Or Kapanzu at midfield. Kapanzu kicks it down. Thought his teammate was going to break. Nobody did, so Ballard clears it back. Now Bombers have the ball about the 40. Now they go on the attack, but right down to a Tiger defender. Over now to Ballard. Back and forth we go. Now Torres streaks in, trying to get the ball wrested away, and boy, there was two Ballard defenders, but two Tiger defenders there as well to stop that Bomber attack. Tiger defense has been really, really solid. Now we have a substitution for the Bombers. Number 16, Isaac Powers, coming in. And he replaces number 12, I believe that's Carson Isaacson coming out. Yes, it is. So Isaacson will take a seat. And we play it in. Bombers throw it in. Quickly in now to Lemke. Lemke up in the air. Headed by Bombers. Now the ball's kicked around, back out to Kapanzu at midfield. Kapanzu gets it over to his teammate, trying to hit his teammate just a little too much on the pass. Was trying to hit Braden Graff. Too far ahead, Bombers will throw it in. Nathan Hyman doing the honors for the Bombers. Throwing the ball in. Now the ball's booted up in the air. Headed by the Tigers. Missed heading attempt by Ballard. Let's see what they point to. And they're saying off Grinnell, it's a Ballard ball. So Ballard quickly throws it in. Neither team wastes any time with those throw-ins. I will tell you that. As you can see by watching, there is not much lag time once the ball goes out of bounds. The players on both sides hustling after the ball to get it in quickly. Tigers now trying to clear the ball out of their end and go on the attack. Here comes Kapanzu. Tries to get it past Hyman, but nice play by Hyman. Knocks down the ball. And he tries to get it to his teammate, but Tigers intercept, and now the Grinnell is on the attack. They're going down there trying to get it to Caponzo, ball is controlled by Ballard. He lets it roll out of bounds. Good play. As Caponzo was right there, and Bombers will throw it in. Hoops now heads it back to Caponzo. Try to control it. Couldn't quite get to it. Bombers take it for just a moment. They try to clear a little bit of a miss hit there, and the ball goes out of bounds. So let's see. Nobody's pointed yet. Looks like it'll be a Grinnell throw-in. Okay. So Tigers quickly throw it in. Brownell tries to get it down. Brownell now down to Hoops in the corner. Trying to turn it around. Over now to Seek. Cleared back out by Ballard to midfield. Logan Huntrods takes it. Now Hoops has it right at midfield. Tries to get it past the Ballard defense. He does so. Over now in the middle. Nobody at home, and intercepted by Ballard. Hoops knocks it down again. Hoops and the defender going at it. And you can see that arm extend there. At least I could. Maybe you couldn't see on the monitor, but a little bit of an extension there. Normally, just like in basketball, you're allowed to bump shoulders and bodies if you're going for the ball in the official's estimation. But if you extend any part of your body, that's usually a violation. Long shot attempt scooped up by Parker Becker, the Ballard goalkeeper. So he boots it out and quickly back, as we've said all half long. The Tiger defense is right there. Now have a chance for a run out. Isaac Powers going against, but it's 1-on-3. One Ballard offensive player against 3 Tiger defenders, and the ball gets kicked out of bounds, and Ballard will have a corner kick. I do believe, yes. 2-0 Tigers with the lead. Grace Caponzo scored a goal in the 4th minute, and then off the deflection, Zach Castro had a goal in the 19th minute to give the Tigers their 2 goals. Tigers unofficially have 5 shots on goal. Ballard has 2. Here comes the corner kick for the Bombers. Ball booted up right towards the middle. Everybody misses it. Knocked up and towards the goal. Head shot by Ballard, and just simply booted out of there again by that Tiger defense. And let's see. Got a substitution coming in for Ballard, number 13. That's Gunnar Peterson, a senior defenseman coming in, replacing number 2, Brandon Combs. So Ballard Bombers will have a corner kick. Ball goes off Grinnell again. Again, as we said all half long, that Tiger defense has been right there on the spot when needed to knock away or at least tip away any type of Ballard Bomber attack. Here comes the corner kick by Lemkool. Up in the air. Past the goal. Trying to be headed down. Missed by everybody. Ball's kicked out of there by Grinnell. Giving chase now to the Tigers. And so is Ballard. Caponzo gets to it. And Caponzo trying to control it. Out ahead to Hoops. Hoops goes way downfield. Tries to get it off. And quickly, Tigers want to get it in before the defense has a chance to reset. There comes the header into Caponzo. He's running down there, but headed back by Ballard. Just missed Caponzo by a little bit, and the ball's cleared out by Ballard. And what do we have here? We have a whistle, and it looks like a yellow card against Ballard. Okay. A yellow card denotes a more serious violation that, again, a lot of this is judgment call in soccer, in the official's opinion. The player did something that could be deemed, there's lots of reasons, unsafe or a blatant violation of the rules of the game. And the referee, Jeff Blanchard, goes up and talks to the young man and says, hey, this is why I called it. This is what you did. And we play on. Tigers with a centering shot goes off the post. Still in play. No, it's out of bounds. And it will be a kick for Ballard. We have a substitution coming in. Jack Nelson checking in now for the Bombers. And he is going to replace. Nobody's trotted off yet. Somebody has to. To use basketball, you can't have 6 players on the court, fellas. Here we go. Looks like number 2 coming off for the Bombers. That's Brandon. No, the number 6. Excuse me. That's Caleb Lemkool coming off for the Bombers. So Bombers play it in. Parker Becker kicks it out towards midfield. Bumped up in the air by McCartney. And whistle that time. Ballard coaches. Coach Nathan Easter saying, go, go, go. Get the ball and go. Kick it. Don't let them get reset. A long kick down. Knocked down by Hoops. Controlled by the Tigers. Over now to Seek. Seek tried to get it over to Graff. Graff battling a Ballard player for it. Now taken back by the Bombers. Bumped up in the air. Torres heads it out. Here comes Hoops. Hoops has Seek on this side. Gets the ball ahead to Seek. Got Caponzo in the middle and Graff on the far right side. Get it downfield to Caponzo. One defender to beat. Caponzo, can he get past him? No, nice job by that Ballard defender there. That was number 18, Harbor Wilcox. Excellent defense against the Tigers, leading goal scorer, Grace Caponzu there. And Tigers throw it in. Hoops gets it down in the corner now to Braden Graff. Graff kicks it back around. 2 defenders there, 2 Tiger players there. Graff and Seek going back and forth. Gets it back out towards the middle now. Back to Hoops. Hoops looking towards the middle to Caponzu. Hoops gets past the Ballard defender, but he goes out of bounds, and Ballard will play it in. Substitution in the game now for the Bombers. Number 3, Liam Hurst checks back into the game for the Bombers. And he will replace whom? Okay, I didn't see anybody trot off yet, but okay. Anyway, substitution in. Here we go. Ballard's playing. They must have trotted off, and I didn't see him, which, if anybody who knows me says that would be entirely possible. Ball popped way up in the air and lands out of bounds, and it should be a Ballard throw-in. It is. Liam Hurst, the sophomore, doing the honors. Hurst throws it way downfield, trying to get it up in the air. Headed up nicely by Castro. Now heading back and forth. Grinnell, Hoops, and Huntrods hit heads, and Hoops took a shot. No whistle. Now they stop play, so they'll just check and see if Jack is okay. Again, with the worry about concussions and any type of blow head injury to the head, they check it out. The assistant referee gives Kelly Johnson Rose, the trainer, the thumbs up, saying Jack's good to go, and here we are. Ballard throws it in. Absolutely positively the right call to stop play. Double check the player for any signs of concussion. Make sure they're okay. Now Ballard on the attack. Tigers swoop in there and finally get it poked away. Ball, a lot of action in front of the net, and Tigers finally get it to clear. At the 20-minute mark there, the 30-minute mark, that was Ballard's best chance, the closest shot to a goal. They had numbers. They had the ball loose in front of the goal, but Tiger defense quickly rebounds and knocks it away to stop that attack. Tigers get the ball down again, booted up and out by the Grinnell, and here come the Bombers. Over now to Gunnar Peterson. He just kicks it out of bounds. Tigers quickly will throw it in. This time Graff gets it into Hoops. Kicked back out by Hoops accidentally, so Ballard throws it in. Quickly gets it down on the attack to the Ballard offense. Joe Siegfried check in now for the Bombers. He gets the ball down the corner. Battling that time is Kieran Jones, and Jones, instead of trying to turn it around, he just boots it out of bounds on the side there. He did not go across the inline. It went across the sideline, so it will be a throw-in for the Bombers at the point the ball went out of bounds. Ballard now throws it in, trying to get into Jimenez. Jimenez now against 3 Tiger defenders. Not getting numbers there. Gets it for a moment, but then Hoops maintains control. Knocked and taken back by Ballard. Not kicked out of there by Grinnell out to midfield to Caponzu. Knocked back down by Ballard. Now the Bombers try to get a long shot in, and Bo Blanchard slides down and makes the save. That does count as a shot on goal, so that's their second shot on goal that I have unofficially for the Bombers. And Blanchard will do the goal kick. Boots it out to about the 35. Ball bounces. Caponzu has it, fighting with a Ballard defender there. Caponzu gets the ball back in now to Brownell. Brownell loses it for a moment. Now battling back to Caponzu. Now Caponzu on the attack. Has Graff on the right side. Nice play by Ballard. Tries to knock it loose. Caponzu maintains control. Now here comes his teammate Jeff Seek. Seek takes the ball back to Hoops. Graff is on the near side. Caponzu in the middle. Graff gets the ball now. Trying to center it. Gets past the Ballard defender. Now Graff looking to get it down to Caponzu. A little bit too far. And right there, Kellen Harder. Or check that. Harbor Wilcox, a senior defenseman for the Bombers. Right there to kick the ball across the end line. Should be a goal kick for Grinnell, but we have a substitution first. And no, they call a foul on Grinnell, so Ballard gets the ball kicked right there. Checking in now for the Bombers now is Caleb Limecool, sophomore midfielder. Limecool checks in. He replaces number 4, Brady Jimenez. Ball goes off. Grinnell will be a Bomber throw-in. Long throw-in by the Bombers that bounces off. I believe the Tigers, yes, instead went off for Rory Brownell. So Brownell hits it out. Ballard will throw it in. Liam Hurst, the sophomore, throws the ball in. Gets it down now to Isaac Powers. Powers with a centering shot across the bow. And boy, taken out was Grinnell. And let's see, Ballard fans and coaches and everybody wants a whistle in the box. And let's see. No whistle yet, but now they stop play as the Ballard player is still down. It looks like they're checking out the Eggman. He's kind of holding and flexing his left knee. Ballard fans and coaches and players wanted a foul in the box there. And if that was in the penalty box, it would have been called. That would have been a penalty kick for Ballard. That was Limecool that got knocked down. And again, a lot of the calls in soccer are judgment calls by the official. You can have contact, and if you're going in for the ball to knock it away like that, if you make contact with the ball first and then hit the defender, as long as it's not, in the opinion of the official, a violent or intentional thing, then they usually allow that to go. But now they're coming out to talk, the assistant referee to talk to head referee Jeff Blanchard, and let's see what we're going to call here. So they've talked it over, and it looks like it will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Ballard fans not liking that at all. And we play on. Bit of controversy here at the 33rd minute. Again, just one of those that, probably half the time it's called, half the time it's not called. But it all depends on the officials with their point of view and their judgment call. Quickly, Braden Graff streaking down court, downfield, getting past Hyman. Now Graff trying to center, but now booted out of there by another Ballard defender, and Tigers will throw it in. Tigers to throw it in now is Rory Grinnell. The senior forward gets it up in the air, trying to hit Seek over Seek's head. Ballard defenders all around the ball. Now quickly brought back up and kicked up by Castro. Back over to Hoops. Hoops to Graff. Graff trying to get it back. Now trying to get it back to Hoops. Hoops a little bit of bump. We play on. Over now to Castro. Castro gets the ball, gets knocked off the ball. But again, in the official's opinion, as long as you hit the ball first, you're allowed to make contact with the other player. Again, if it's not considered flagrant, you don't extend or anything like that. A lot of judgment calls by officials in soccer, probably more so than any other sport. Now we have a whistle and a foul called against Grinnell by head referee Jeff Blanchard, so Ballard will get the ball in. Just over 6 minutes left to go here, first half. Grinnell leads Ballard 2-0. High school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Cheney, Dan Walker with you on this beautiful Thursday night here at TT Grandy Field. Glad to have you with us. Now Tigers get the ball down. Nice head attempt that time by Caleb Lemcool, but scooped up alertly by sophomore goalkeeper Bo Blanchard. He scoops it up, takes his time, surveys it over, and gets the ball out towards midfield. Now Tigers had a chance in the attack, and it got past everybody, and here comes Kapanzu, but Ballard just rolls it back to their goalie. Harper Wilcox gets it to his goalie, Parker Becker, who boots it out towards midfield, but it's controlled by Grinnell. Now taken back by Huntrodge from Ballard. Huntrodge over now on the far side to Seek. Back to Hoops on the far side. Hoops going against Brandon Combs. Hoops gets it ahead now to Graff. Now ahead, just missed Christopher McCartney, who was trying to streak downfield. And we have a substitution coming in now for Grinnell. I believe the referee made the substitution call. No, it's a yellow card against a Grinnell player. All right. And coming in for Grinnell is number 24. That's Alan Rodriguez, a sophomore forward. Coming out is number 10, Christopher McCartney. Couldn't tell if that was a yellow card or not on him, but it looked like referee Jeff Blanchard put it right up in his face. So again, I would say it was a yellow card. Yeah. Has to give me 10 push-ups for that yellow card. Again, the difference between just a plain violation and then what constitutes a yellow card is, think of a yellow card as almost like a flagrant foul. In the officials, again, officials' determination, officials' judgment, the violation was severe enough that it could have been injury, it was flagrant enough or intentional that it is called with a yellow. Tigers thwart that attack. Again, Anthony Torres, a junior defender, has been all over the defensive end of the field at the half for the Tigers. Kicks it out of bounds. Ballard throws it in. And again, Zach Castro, also defender, back there, very speedy back there, kicks the ball away, and Ballard has a throw in. Hurst now for the Bombers, throwing it in, up in the air, trying to hit one of his teammates, streaking in there. Ball knocked down for just a moment. Now booted up in the air, trying to be headed by Grinnell, controlled by Ballard. Now back in towards a shot towards the goal, but right there, sophomore goalkeeper Bo Blanchard scoops it up. Another shot on goal for the Bombers, and Tigers will have a goal kick. Blanchard boots it up in the air and out, right about the 42-yard line or so. Caponzu takes it and gets the ball away. Caponzu now go on the attack. Oh, lost the ball, couldn't get it going, but got it passed and back to Seek. Now they dump it in. Caponzu tried to chase it down, but Ballard waiting for him that time. And Ballard plays it in. Now Bombers on the attack. Here they come, Logan Huntrods. Right here on the near side, right in front of us. Being checked now by Rory Brownell. Brownell gets the ball away from Huntrods, and Tigers have a throw in. Quickly knocked in, knocked away by Hyman, but controlled back by the Tigers. Now booted down in there by Ballard. Now Ballard goes on the attack. That's Harbor Wilcox, the senior defenseman. Back out now to Jack Nelson. Nelson trying to get something over to Limecool. Limecool giving chase with Kieran Jones. They collide, and it is going to be, they just called a foul. Yep, it'll be Ballard throw-in. Limecool, he's the one that took the tumble earlier in front of the goal. Jeff Blanchard explained to the Tiger player how that was not allowed. And Bombers have a free kick. Ball is up in there towards the goal, way up high. Sails over everything. And that's one of those all you can do is watch because it was high enough that Tigers couldn't get to it, but it goes out of bounds, and Tigers will have a goal kick. Just under 3 minutes left to go, as you can see in our scoreboard. Tigers lead 2-0. Blanchard now to do the goal kick. Ball gets knocked up in the air, headed by the Tigers, controlled by Grinnell. Here's Rodriguez for the Tigers. Tries to get it downfield again. Part of the Tigers' offense. Here comes Graff streaking down there. Wow, Braden Graff. And Caponzu's there. Graff gets around one defender, puts a shot up, and deflected off nicely by Harbor Wilcox. Graff was doing a shot there. And you saw the speed with which the Tiger boys team had. Graff and Caponzu running out ahead. But Ballard defenders right there, almost step for step. And they knock it away for a corner kick. Jack Hoops now to do the honors for Grinnell. Here comes the ball up in the air. Past the goal, trying to be headed up, but Ballard's a little taller. Caponzu has it, boots it up in the air, gets past one Ballard defender. Caponzu gets the ball down, working now on the far side. Tries to get it back out to the middle to Brownell. Brownell sitting there in the middle. And nice defense that time taken away by Caleb Limecool, the sophomore midfielder for the Ballard Bombers. Quickly, Caponzu streaks up there and knocks it away, and now booted out of bounds by Grinnell. It will be a Bomber throw-in. A common strategy for all teams to thwart a team's breakaway, simply kick it out of bounds. That allows your defense to get back in the defensive end and get reset, so to speak. The ball headed up and back by the Tigers. Gets past two Tiger defenders. Now Brownell had it for just a moment over to Hoops. Hoops working against a Ballard defender. Gets the ball passed, and let's see. Player went for a tackle. Ball goes out of bounds off of Ballard, so Hoops has a throw-in. Quickly gets the ball in now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the far side, back to Hoops. Now to Graff in the middle. Graff back to Hoops. Hoops over to Graff, and here come the Tigers on the attack. Tried to get it to Caponzu. Nicely done, knocked away, but here come the Tigers. Here's Rodriguez, and we have an offside, I believe. And here comes the ball. Yep, offside was the call, so Ballard gets the free kick with under a minute left to go. Tigers have a 2-0 lead. Tigers trying to work it back down. Brown Hoops had it for just a moment. Now kicked back in by Ballard right to the center to Wilcox. Wilcox turns and tries to get a shot off, but deflected. Instead, it went off of Anthony Torres. Torres is claiming it didn't, but anyway, Ballard has to throw in. 20 seconds left. There goes the ball down the corner, and it goes across the end line. It will be a goal kick for Grinnell. And that will probably do it as we come up on 10 seconds left to go. Blanchard just gets it into the corner. Tigers get it out past, and they're just going to kick it out towards midfield. 3 seconds, 2, and that will do it. That is the end of the first half with your score. Grinnell 2, Ballard nothing. It's halftime here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We'll take a break for these sponsors and be back with the second half as we tell you you're listening to Grinnell Tiger Boys Soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you, Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pax Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage, and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Polly Eyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pax Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and we'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polley'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance, and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars, Latitude Signs, Dairy Barn, and also our fine business card sponsors up there in the top right-hand corner, Grinnell Firestone, Kurtz Collision Center, Sorry, I got caught up in the action.
It's all right.
I'll throw it back to Chris Juni, and we'll catch him up on the next break.
All right, here we go. Tigers played it in, and quickly they get down on their end. And, centering pass by Hoops that time. Almost had Graff, but quickly up to scoop it up. Parker Becker, the senior keeper for the Bombers, and Ballard kicks it out. Now taken back by Grinnell. Here comes Torres, and he takes a tumble. A little slow to get up, but up he is, and here we play on. Headed up that time by Graff, now headed by Ballard, and trying to control it are the Tigers. Kind of bounce around there at midfield, and now Hoops tries to take it, and Lemkool comes in and pokes it away, and then Tigers take control back, trying to get it ahead down to Kapanzu. Now we have it at the center. Christopher McCartney in the center over to Kapanzu, chases it down on the near side in the corner. Kapanzu trying to work past a Ballard defender, looking over the center of the field, trying to get it back out to the center. Now tries to get it to pass out to Brownell, gets past Brownell, taken there by Huntrods. Huntrods has it for Bombers, and now cleared out of there by Ballard, headed back by Grinnell and Torres. Mr. on the spot so far for the Tiger defense, as all the Tiger defensemen have been in tonight's game so far. Dan, why don't you go ahead and finish up that sponsor list here? We've got this little throw in.
I've lost my list already.
No worries. All right, we'll get it back. So here comes Hoops now, back to the near side. Over now to Braden Graff. Graff trying to get it down to Kapanzu. Kapanzu working past two Ballard defenders. Back now to Kieran Jones. Jones ahead of Kapanzu, knocked down by Ballard, controlled back by Grinnell. Brandon Combs with it. Now over to Graff. Graff tries to get it ahead to Seek, streaking in, and ball goes out of bounds. Ballard again, as we've seen the teams do. Just kick it out of bounds and let your defense set. Tigers will have a throw in. Here comes Hoops to throw it in on the near side. As you can see now with the light down a bit, the yellow field, the sideline, the thick, wide stripes on the sides is not the out of bounds as it was last year. The field is actually framed in yellow. And you can see there's a yellow all around the edge of the field, past the goal line, or past the sidelines. And as Dan said, it's a good another 6-7 yards of extra field. Tigers now with a corner kick. Doing the honors is Braden Graff. Graff up in the air, down on the ground, tries to trickle along. Tigers had a shot at it. Tiger player gets spilled. Good sportsmanship there. Ballard player helps the Tiger player up, and we play on. That ball kicked out of bounds by Grinnell, I do believe. It will be a Bomber throw-in. Just underway here in the second half. 2.5, almost 3 minutes gone by. 2-0 Grinnell. Both goals scored by the Tigers in the first half. Grace Kapanzu got his third goal of the season in the 4th minute of the first half, and then in the 19th minute, sophomore defender Zach Castro, off a deflection, off a shot by Hoops, tips the ball in, so to speak, deflects the ball in the goal and gets his goal, and the Tigers lead 2-0. Shots on goal I had in the first half, 7 for the Tigers and 4 for the Bombers, unofficially, of course. Ball goes off. Ballard, Tigers will have a throw-in. Here comes Hoops. Quickly tries to get it into the center. Down now inside there is Castro. Castro working out, tries to get back out to Seek, over and out of Hoops. Hoops lofts it up, trying to get it down to a Tiger defender, but quickly Nathan Hyman, senior midfielder for the Bombers, chases it down, and let's see. We have a whistle, and it will be a Bomber throw-in. Or check that. It's going to be a goal kick for the Bombers. Head referee Jeff Blanchard blew the whistle for either a violation or something on Tiger, so Ballard plays in it, but taken back quickly by Grinnell. Now over to Will Burkhead is in for the Tigers, number 23. He had it for a moment. Over now to Hoops, intercepted by Limecool. Limecool gets it out ahead now to Huntrods. Huntrods going after it, and stepping in was Burkhead. Ballard now on the attack, quickly down court, and Ballard has a breakaway, although there's one Ballard player and 3 Tiger defenders there, quickly winning that race. Brody Pedig gets the ball away and tries to get it back for Grinnell, but Ballard takes it right back. Now here comes Limecool. Limecool sliding in, and a tackle, that time by Torres, shot on goal, goes up and over, but we have a whistle, and we have a violation on Grinnell, I believe. Let's see. And I think we're going to get a penalty kick, yes. So the foul was on Grinnell, and if you can see on your screen there, the yellow line around just inside the 10-yard line, all the way down, that's the penalty box. If a foul occurs in there, it's 1-on-1. Sophomore keeper Bo Blanchard against sophomore Caleb Limekule for the Bombers. Here we go. Shot taken and sails over the net. Bo Blanchard read it, but the ball sailed high on Limekule. Sophomore couldn't get it down, and he puts his head in his hands. Had a golden opportunity there for the Bombers, but could not convert, and Tigers maintain their 2-goal lead. Tigers kick it out of bounds. Ballard plays it in. So far in this half, unlike the first half, the ball spent most of the time down here in the Ballard offensive end. Nice defensive play by the Tigers. Wrest the ball away. Here comes Seek. Seek now gets up into Caponzu. Now Caponzu's on the run. Using that speed. He has Graff out in the middle. Caponzu tries to get out ahead to him, and a little too far. Enough where Parker Becker, the senior keeper for the Bombers, scoops it up and he boots it out towards midfield. Carson Isaacson now for the Bombers gets it, and boy, big time tumble that time, and we have a foul on Grinnell, I believe. Yes. And it is going to be, let's see, I believe he's reaching for, yes, it will be a yellow card against the Tiger player. So head coach Parker Custer brings a sub in. That's Zach Castro. That call was on Anthony Torres. Let's see. So no push-ups apparently this time, unless, he might be going to go do them here. But anyway, yep. Looks like some push-ups are due for Mr. Torres here. We apologize. We were calling it Jordan Custer because that's what it said on the website for the stats, but it is actually Parker Custer as the coach for the Tigers. Ball played down around by Ballard. Gets past Tiger defenders, but Caponzo's there. And he simply, quicker than everybody, boots it up and out of bounds. And Ballard will have a throw in. Quickly coming for the ball, Brandon Combs. Combs gets it in quickly. Bombers on the attack. Here comes Hoops out at the 30. Hoops being, a two-handed shove that time. That was a two-handed shove that time by Logan Huntrods. And that is probably going to be a yellow card. Yes, it is. Yeah. You can't do that. I mean, that was pretty obvious. Two-handed shove by Logan Huntrods, a sophomore midfielder. And he will come out, and Gabe Metham will come in for the Bombers. So Tigers will have a kick once the sub's clear. And the referee, Jeff Blanchard, gives the go-ahead, allowing Ballard to get set. Surveys it over. Looks at his assistant referees and says, okay, we're ready to go. And here we go. Hoops now to play it in. Long ball down, booted up by Ballard and controlled by the Bombers. Quickly back to Hoops. Hoops gets it, tries to go to the far side. Over now to Brownell. Brownell on the attack. Brownell gets it down court, downfield to McCartney. McCartney racing down to the end zone with the Ballard defender, and he just simply kicks it across the end line, and that'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Just over 6 minutes gone here, second half. Tigers lead 2-0. Remember, it's 2 40-minute halves in high school soccer. We did have a stoppage there to administer the yellow card, but other than that, the clock runs continuously, like when the ball goes out or on a goal kicks and all that. Ball cleared out of there by Ballard and taken back by the Bombers. Quickly racing down court now is Harbor Wilcox. Wilcox being chased by Kieran Jones, and Jones asks for the ball and gets it for a Tiger throw-in. Jones now looking to get it in, tries to get it down to Hoops. Big collision, meeting of the minds, so to speak. No pun intended, because their heads did collide, but both players play on. And now on the far side is Graff racing down against three Ballard defenders, looking for people in the middle. He has McCartney in the middle. Graff still has it, looking for an opening, trying to get it past the defenders to get something set up. Now taken away by Ballard. Nice job of defense by the Bombers. They clear it out to midfield and kept in play by Grinnell. I believe Grinnell touched it last. So Ballard now has a chance. They're quickly sprinting downfield. Tigers a little slow, and Ballard has numbers if they hurry. Ballard gets the ball in, over now on the far side, but stepped away and kicked away by Zach Castro. Castro knocks out of bounds, and Ballard will quickly throw it in. Now we have a whistle as there's a Ballard player down. Head referee Jeff Blanchard stops play for a moment to check on the player. And once play resumes, Ballard has a throw in. Here it comes. Throwing now headed out of there by the Tigers. Over now to Ballard, back in the field of play. Can Ballard get to it? Yes, they do get it, but then it just trickles out of bounds across the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Grinnell Tigers. Sophomore goalkeeper Bo Blanchard tonight has stopped 3 shots I have it officially on goal. Had a few others sail over his head or sail wide. So a good night for the sophomore keeper for the Tigers. He boots it out towards midfield. Combs knocks it down for Ballard. Taken back by Grinnell. Headed back by Combs. Taken back by Grinnell. Hoops trying to get over to Caponzu. Caponzu has it momentarily. Taken back by the Bombers. That is Combs with the ball. Now trying to get it down for leading out on a run out, an attack attempt. Trying to hit Harbor Wilcox. A little long. Goes over past him. Scooped up by Bo Blanchard, the Tiger goalkeeper. Now Hoops has it at midfield. Hoops now going against the Ballard defense. They kind of pop shoulders. And Tigers get the throw in off a Ballard player. Hoops throwing in now, trying to get down to Graff. Ball gets past Ballard for a moment. Graff gets knocked down. No whistle, so we play on. Now Graff comes in. He gives him a poke. And let's see. Things getting a little chipper out there. A lot of players starting to take some tumbles. Maybe a little too much contact going on. It's hard to see from where we are, but the referees are right there, so it must just be deemed incidental. Again, a lot of officials' calls in soccer are judgment calls, and we just trust that their judgment is sound and that those are incidental contact, so we play on. Now Ballard will have the kick from the far side. Parker Becker kicks it up, and now let's see. We have a whistle and a violation. Foul on Grinnell, I believe. Let's see. Yes. Ballard played in. Long kick down. Trying to get it down in the Ballard offensive end. Tipped up by Ballard. Kicked out of there by Caponzu. Back out to midfield. Headed by Ballard. Knocked down by Caponzu. Headed again by Ballard. Trying to take in there is number 10, McCartney. McCartney down the far side, or near side rather, over to Caponzu. Caponzu gets past the goal, but too far. Kicked out of there by Ballard. Taken now by Caleb Lemcool. Lemcool running downfield. Ponytail running with him in the wind. Now a lead out for number 18 for the Bombers. Gets a shot on the goal and just wide. Oh my goodness. Harbor Wilcox, a senior defenseman, got Bo Blanchard to commit, had a wide open net, and just booted it wide. Oh my goodness. Best shot attempt of the night for the Bombers. And again, they had a penalty kick and they couldn't cash in. Now they had an open net and couldn't quite cash in as well. Ballard fans encouraging their young team, making a lot of noise, and that's great to see. Ballard's playing hard, no doubt about it. And Bo Blanchard has a goal kick. Now booted up in the air by the Tigers, out towards the midfield to Caponzu. Poked away by Gunnar Peterson. Back to Caponzu. Now back to Ballard. Ballard been much more aggressive on the attack. Tiger player gets run over. No whistle. We play on. Over now to Graff. Graff ahead out, trying to get it down to Hoops. Poked out of there by Ballard. Now back to Graff. Graff trying to get over to Caponzu. Gets away from Combs. Caponzu giving chase. But right there is number 18, Harbor Wilcox. He chases it, boots it across, and it'll be a throw-in for Grinnell. Action's picked up here in this almost midway point here of this second half. About 12 minutes in. Over now to Caponzu. Ball centered, poked away by Ballard. They control and just boot it out of bounds. Caponzu needs a moment to tie the shoelace. Wheel coming loose, so you tighten it down. They pause just a moment to allow him to do that. And now he's ready. Tigers will throw it in. That's Anthony, or rather check that, Kieran Jones on the throw-in. Gets the ball out of the center. Over now to number 10, McCartney. McCartney tries to get a center, but goes past the goal, across the end line. Goal kick for the Bombers. Bombers now booted in, knocked down by Caponzu. Taken back by Lemcool. Lemcool gets it from Caponzu. Lemcool now boots it up in the air, trying to get his teammate to run under it. Nice header out of there by the Tigers, but quickly knocked down by Jack Nelson. Nelson on the far sideline, checked off the ball by Torres. Shoulder bump, and he gets the ball loose. Ballard fans wanted a foul. No whistle. We play. Now we got Caponzu on a run out. Caponzu able to track it down in the corner, being chased by Combs. Caponzu trying to get past Combs, tries to get it back out to the top, and Caponzu is dumped. And let's see. He gets knocked down. Whistle. It'll be Grinnell ball on the kick in the field of play. So we have Rory Brownell to do the kick. Assistant referee backing up the Ballard players, giving the kicker some room. And the boys form a wall there. And Brownell will now play it in. Here comes the kick. Up and over with some bend. Tries to get it towards the goalkeeper. Nicely played by Parker Becker as Graff was knifing in there, or maybe headed in. But the goalkeeper, Becker, scooped it up and thwarts that attempt. Now ball out to midfield. Played back in by the Tigers. Long play down. Again, Becker to scoop it up. And he will do a free kick. Tigers nursing and protecting that 2-0 lead. Ball centered out to the middle. Knocked down by Grinnell. Taken by Grinnell. Collision. No whistle. We play on. Here comes Ballard. Ballard now on the attack. That is number 24, Nathan Hyman. Or check that. Number 20, Grant Bartlett for the Bombers. Getting back in. Now gets it over to Logan Huntrods. Huntrods long goal kick in. Blanchard watches it veer wide to the left of the goal. Or wide right from the goalie's perspective. And Blanchard will have a goal kick. And we have a whistle before as he was approaching the kick. Let's see. We have a substitution. That's why. Coming in now for the Tigers is number 12. That will be Nolan McFarland coming in. And coming out for Grinnell is number 8, Braden Graff. So here comes Caponzi now with the ball. Over now to Graff in the middle. Or check that, Brownell. Booted way up in the air, high up in the air by McCartney. And knocked down now by Grinnell. Ball down on the far side, down the corner by the Bombers. Nobody tries to center, nobody home but Tigers. And Hoops kicks it out. Knocked down by the Tigers. Back to the Ballard Bombers. And again, a long goal kick. Sails up and over. Grant Bartlett, a freshman forward for the Bombers. Tries a long kick. Could not get the ball to drop in. And sails over the goalkeeper's head out of bounds. And Bo Blanchard will have a goal kick. And a Ballard player tied their shoe. Now we're set to go. Blanchard surveys it over and boots the ball up in the air in the middle of the field about the 30-yard line. Taken by Caponzu. Over now to Graff. Graff gets it ahead, and we're going to have offsides. Called on Grinnell. Called by the assistant referee right here in front of us at the 45-yard line in the green shirt. Called offside, and Ballard will get the ball on a free kick. Long kick down, trying to center it for the Bombers. Gets it back now to pass Brownell. He kicks it out towards Ballard, and they just simply knock the ball away out of bounds. Taken by the Tigers. And the Tigers will have a throw in. Throwing the ball in now for the Tigers. Number 4, Kieran Jones. Jones tries to get it in to McCartney. Sandwiched between two Ballard defenders. And now we have a little bump and shove there, a little message between a Ballard player and a Grinnell player. Assistant referee calls them both over. And referee, both players explain to their side. They shake hands. Referee says, I don't want to hear it. You don't do that. Make them shake hands, and here we go. There's Jack Nelson for the Bombers and Jeff Seek, I believe, for the Tigers. All right, after all that, we have a free kick by the Tigers. Brownell to do the honors. Boots the ball up towards the goal, but right at Parker Becker. Like an outfielder waiting for the ball. It was hit right at him, just waited for the ball to come down. He scooped it up and kicks it out to midfield. Knocked back in by the Tigers. Down to Caponzu in the corner. Caponzu gets it past Wilcox. Battling Wilcox now for the side. Over now to Brownell. Brownell loses the ball. Back out to the middle to Torres. Boots it down the center to McCartney. McCartney turns, gets a shot on and knocked down. That one was kind of bouncing funny. Had a little bit of spin on it. Might have fooled Becker for just a moment, but got enough of it to knock it down. Then he scooped it up and saved the goal. Another shot on goal for Grinnell. That is their 8th of the game unofficially. Taken now by Nolan McFarland on the far side. Tries to get it back in the center towards Seek. Overshoots him, and Ballard clears, but poked back in by the Tigers. And back to the defense, that is Brody Petting. Petting now retreating back, getting back down there. Here comes Bo Blanchard sprinting out of the goal to scoop it up. Gets there quickly and prevents Logan Hunrods from having a shot at it, or rather check that. Caleb Lemkuhl. And Blanchard had booted in. There comes Bo. Headed off by a Ballard player over to Cole Swan. Swan gets it back down, kicked out of there by Torres. For the Tigers, Ballard will play it in. Coming up on halfway through this first half, Tigers lead 2-0. We have 2 subs waiting on the next dead ball. Oh, they're going to allow him to come in now. Number 5, Logan Huntrods comes in for the Bombers. And number 17, Will Dalby Albright comes in for the Tigers. Number 20, Grant Bartlett, the freshman, comes out for the Bombers. And number 10, Christopher McCartney comes out for the Tigers. Now the ball's on the far side, knocked around, poked out of bounds that time by McFarland. But he kicks it off a Ballard player. Again, we've seen the Tiger players do that quite a lot. If it's by the sideline there, instead of just kicking out of bounds, they try to boot it off of opposing player, because it's just like in any other sport. Whoever touches the ball last, that's who the ball is awarded. The other team gets the ball. Now Ballard Bombers on the attack. Here comes Huntrods. Huntrods and Kaponzu collide right there in midfield. Referee, assistant referee right there, deems there's nothing there. Now Huntrods is not getting up. Grabbing his shin. Let's see what we do here. We are going to stop play. And Kelly Johnson-Rose, who was attending to McCartney on the side, and now has to come in and check on Huntrods, a sophomore midfielder for the Bombers. Kind of grabbing, he's limping pretty good. Can't tell at this point if it's a cramp or just a bruise or what happened there. So Kelly Johnson-Rose, the trainer, will check him over. Check around the ankle area she's taking a look at. And it will be a free kick for the Bombers, I do believe. Well, now the assistant referee is going to come over and pick up the ball. Having a conversation with Parker Becker. Sets it down, and here we go. Becker now just puts it in and lets it go. Out towards midfield, knocked down by Seek. Ball goes out of bounds, off of Ballard, I believe. Let's see. Oh, they called a handball, okay. And now Blanchard blows the whistle. And let's see. They bring the ball back. It's going to be Ballard ball. They're calling a foul on Grinnell. All right. Ballard now to play it on a free kick. Here come the Bombers. Everybody's sprinting down. Long play down into the attack end for the Bombers. Tipped up in the air by Grinnell. Attempted clear by the Tigers. Gets past the Ballard forward. Quickly now up the far sideline to Ballard. Knocked back in by the Bombers. And shoving right in front of the referee. Both players going for it. I believe that was, let's see. That might have been a case where the second player got caught shoving, because I saw both players put their hands out and possibly give a shove, but nonetheless, right there in front of it was the head referee, Jeff Blanchard. He calls a foul on Bombers, and Tigers will play it in. Ball gets past Ballard, goes down in the corner, taken there by Hyman. Hyman now against Seek. Seek back out to the middle. Over now to Hoops. Hoops gets down to Kaponzu, streaking in, but again, just a little too far. Quickly scooped up by Becker. He gets it out, and here come the Bombers on the attack. Ballard gets past the Tiger defense. That's Brady Jimenez. Jimenez tries to get it down to Lemkuhl. Lemkuhl cannot get it past Karen Jones. Nice job by Jones. The senior defender knocks it down. Goes off him out of bounds, and Ballard will have a throw in. A quick substitution now for the Bombers. And we are ready to go. Combs throws it in now to Jack Nelson. Nelson tries to get it down to his teammate Harbor Wilcox. Scoops it up. Blanchard had it for a moment, lost it as Wilcox was streaking in, but then Blanchard scoops it up and stops that Bomber attack. Blanchard now gets it out towards midfield, controlled by the Tigers. Now taken back by Ballard. Again, a long kick down in the corner. Going to go out of bounds. That'll be Tigers' ball on the throw-in. Just under 18 minutes left to go in the match. Tigers lead 2-0 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on this Thursday evening. Glad to have you along with us. Chris, Junie, Dan Walker. Happy to bring this game to you as we have a full slate of soccer matches for you to look at. Check out our schedule online at our website, TSLSN.com, TigerSportsLivestreamNetwork.com, and you'll see the schedule posted for girls and boys soccer. Now Caponzi gets the ball down, and Ballard again just kicks it across the end line. That will be a goal kick, or rather a corner kick, for the Tigers. Coming down to do the honors for that corner kick is number 6, Jeff Seek for the Tigers. Tigers start everybody out at the 5-yard line. And Seek puts his hand up. Here comes the ball, puts it up right in front of the goal. And Caponzi had a shot at it, headed it down, couldn't get all of it, but then a diving play by Parker Becker. Nice job by that Ballard goalkeeper. Dove down and stopped the ball from going in. Now there's a battle out at center part of the field, and we had a foul on Grinnell. Will Dalby Albright. And once again, Caleb Lemkuhl goes down. Young man's had a tough night. Third time he's been knocked down. He kind of is grabbing his knee, and we're going to have a substitution, I do believe. Yep, coming in for him is number 20, Grant Bartlett. And let's see, we have a lot of whistles here. The assistant referee looking over at head referee Jeff Blanchard. Might be asking if this sub for Ballard can come in, number 7, Joe Siegfried. And they do allow the substitution, so Siegfried will come in as well. Once play resumes here, it will be Ballard ball at the 41. Harbor Wilcox, senior defenseman for the Bombers, set to boot it in. A long kick down, headed out of there by Grinnell, trying to keep control. Torres headed it out, chasing it down, giving chase. It was number 4, Kieran Jones, but Ballard has a throw in quickly. Bombers get it in. Over now to Wilcox. Wilcox tries to center it. Somebody's home. There's a long shot up in the air. The ball gets loose from Blanchard in front of the net, kicked out of there by the Tigers. Wow. Blanchard had a shot at it. He couldn't quite get it, and then it gets loose. And right there, Harbor Wilcox was trying to get it around and get a shot off, but poked out of there by another Tiger player. Goes over the far corner and off a Ballard out of bounds, and Tigers will play it in. Again, another close attempt. Kind of been the story for the Bombers tonight. They've had 3 or 4 really close, good chances, just have not been able to capitalize on those opportunities. Now Grinnell defense just going to kick the ball out of bounds. Again, taking clock. Ballard quickly throws it in. On the throw-in, kicked out of bounds by Grinnell once again. As you have a substitution here waiting on the sidelines for the Tigers. Kellen Harder set to check in, and the officials allow it. Now the ball out there in the middle, kicked out to center by the Tigers and controlled by Caponzi. Caponzi tries to get it around. It got a piece of it deflected off a Ballard player, taken by Brandon Combs. Combs now back over, taken by Jones. Jones gets it back. Now Cole Swan coming in. Swan gets it away from Will Dalby Albright. Dalby Albright gets it back to Caponzi. He works past the defender. Caponzi gets past the Ballard defender, past another defender. Caponzi zeroing in, maybe get a shot. Can he get one off? Tries to sneak it through the legs to the left side, just wide of the goal. Nice individual effort there by Caponzi. Goes wide of the net, and Ballard will play it in. As you said, substitution now for the Tigers. Number 18, that is Kellen Harder coming in. And he will replace number 12, Nolan McFarland. I believe the ball was put into play accidentally there before the sub got off the field. So the referees blow the whistle. We'll try that again. Coming up on 14 minutes left to go here in this match. Tigers lead 2-0. On a busy sports week and broadcast week. We're supposed to have 3 games. The Tiger boys are weathered out Tuesday. Supposed to host Indianola in a little Hawkeye Conference match, but that was weathered out. We'll get that when we get that makeup date. We'll get that on the website and announce that, and we'll have that action for you. Again, a lot of players falling down. Contact deemed incidental and inadvertent, so we play on. Centering pass down to Grinnell. Campanzu couldn't get to it, and Ballard plays it in. Back now to Wilcox. Wilcox kicks it out to the middle towards Jimenez. Jimenez against two Tiger defenders, taken away by Seek momentarily, then knocked in by Brownell. Back to Seek, tries to control it. Can't do it. Here comes Jimenez. He knifes in. Now Seek has a shot, puts the ball down, but right at the goalie, Parker Becker. Another shot on goal. That's unofficially 10 shots on goal for the Tigers to 6 for Ballard. Again, my stats are unofficial, of course. Ballard to play it in. Now they just simply turn and kick it out of bounds. And let's see. Now they do say it was off Grinnell. Ballard gave Grinnell a little bit of taste of their own medicine there. The Ballard player couldn't do anything with it, so he kicked it off the Tiger player out of bounds off Grinnell, and they play it in. Subs in now for both teams. Number 8 checking in for Grinnell. That's Braden Graff. Replacing number 17, Will Dalby Albright. Another Tiger player check in as well. We'll get that number for you here in just a moment. Ball bounced back and forth between the two offenses. Ooh, a header goes behind the Tiger player. That probably was not what was intended. Nice job that time by the Tiger player. Couldn't catch the number. Might have been Kellen Harder, kind of shielding off the Ballard players to allow his goalkeeper, Bo Blanchard, to scoop it up. And the ball gets booted out to midfield. Braden Graff now with the shot. Over now to Ballard, and fought for by Ballard and Grinnell on the sideline. Kicked out of bounds by Nathan Hyman, and Tigers will play it in. Quickly and now trying to get down to Campanzu. Ball goes out of bounds. Errant throw in, and Ballard will take over. Ballard now to throw it in. And here come the Bombers. Kicked away by Grinnell. That's Brownell. Gets it. Back now to Siegfried. Siegfried back to Cole Swan. Swan looking over. Gets it out in the middle to Limekuhl, who's checked back in. Over now to Gabe Meetham. Meetham down the far sideline. Poked away by Grinnell. Out of bounds. Off Grinnell. And it will be a Ballard throw-in. Quick to now Ballard getting it in. Tussle on the far side. And let's see. Off Grinnell. Another Bomber throw-in. So here comes the throw-in by Ballard. They let all their teammates get down in the end. Ball kicked up in the air. Oh, my goodness. Oh, a header shot and a pretty violent collision there between Caleb Limekuhl. He went down right away. That looked like they cracked heads. Again, inadvertent. Both players are going for a header. Couldn't see who that was, but it looked like the side of the Grinnell player head hit Limekuhl right in the forehead. And he now gets up. Kelly Johnson-Rose out there to check on him. And boy, that young man's going to need an ice bath tonight. He's had a tough night. He's been knocked down 4 or 5 times. And it looks like he's heading off to be checked by Kelly Johnson-Rose. Logan Huntrod set to come in for him, I think. Yep, and like any, they just take their time, no matter how long it takes. You don't want to hustle them off. You just let them walk off on their own power, which is good to see. Kelly Johnson-Rose will check for concussion, among other things. And if deemed okay, then he will be the head coach. Nathan Easter will be told that Caleb Limekuhl is okay to play. And we'll go from there. So here we go. We got a goal kick for the Tigers. Again, that was ruled incidental, just like in basketball. Just because there's a pretty violent collision, you get 2 people going for a ball. Again, if it's deemed in the official's judgment to be legal, then it is what it is. It's just a collision. Bodies are going to collide. It just is part of sports. There's a shot on goal, scooped up easily. Logan Huntrods took one and bounced along the ground, but Bo Blanchard scoops that one up. And that is the 8th shot on goal I have for Ballard. Blanchard kicks it out now to midfield, knocked down by Ballard, controlled by Grinnell. Here comes Seek. Gets past, cannot get past, rather, the Ballard defender. Now knifing in there. We're Seek again and poke it away, and Ballard throws it in. Quickly in now for the Bombers. Tries to get it down to Grant Bartlett. He's being battled by Torres. Ball gets loose for a moment. Gets kicked off a Ballard player and goes across the end line. Let's see. What did we rule? We have a substitution coming in. Alan Rodriguez coming in for the Tigers. I believe they said goal kick for Grinnell, and it will be. Rodriguez coming in now for Grace Caponzu. See if that's it for the senior forward. 2 goals on the night. Or check that, 1 goal on the night, 3 on the season so far. Got a goal in the 4th minute in the first half. What I mean by 4th minute is it was 35 minutes left, so that's considered the 4th minute of the first half. That's how they keep track of goals. And Caponzu got 1 goal, and then in the 19th minute of the first half, Zach Castro off a deflection, off a shot by Jack Hoops, tipped it past the Ballard goalkeeper for that goal, and it's 2-0. It's where we stand. Blanchard now to kick it in. Out towards midfield. Over the Ballard player's head, misjudged a little bit, now controlled by the Bombers. Kicked down in there, dumped inside, but kicked away, as it had been all night, by Torres. Now the ball up in the air again. Again, kind of a little bit of a collision there, but that's going to happen when you get players going for the ball. Ball booted up in the air, now kicked out by Rodriguez. Over now here to the near sideline. Streaking in is Nathan Hyman and Grant Bartlett. Now ball down in the corner, taken this time by Seek, or rather Brandon Graff. Graff tries to get it centered, but right there is Parker Becker. Becker boots it out right towards midfield and kicked back in by Grinnell. Grinnell very happy at this point just to play back and forth, kind of like Andy over. What's that old game where you throw the ball over the garage? I'm dating myself now with that one, I know. Young people at home are going, what is he talking about? But that is a game. Dan's smiling. I think Dan knows what I'm talking about. But they're just content to bat the ball back and forth at the midfield between the 30-yard lines and to protect that 2-goal lead. Now taken down by Grinnell and Ballard. Nathan Hyman chases it down, being battled with by Seek. Check that. Graff gets it back towards the center now, over to Brownell. Booted out of there by Ballard. Again, Grinnell perfectly content to do that back and forth as we have just over 7 minutes left to go in this match. Now giving chase for the Bombers was Cole Swan. He gets a poked in by Grinnell. Now a shot taken down, but again, too far ahead of everybody. Bo Blanchard runs out and scoops it up. Next broadcast on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network will be next April 11th. That will be when the Grinnell Tiger girls host the Newton Cardinals here at TT Crane for a match. Kick at 5:30 right here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Now 2 players go down, and Torres is grabbing his shin, but there's no stoppage. We play on. Here comes Ballard on the attack. Tigers back in defense. Now Hyman's over there in the far corner, gets booted out of bounds. Now we'll have a stoppage, I think. As I believe that is Torres that is down, and here comes Kelly Johnson-Rose. Been busy tonight, has Kelly. Tending to injuries from both sides. Nice to have a certified athletic trainer available at these sporting events. We appreciate her efforts, and the school and activities director Chris Coffin for providing one. Caponzu stands in ready to sub in. The way she's treating it looks like it's just a cramp on Torres' part, so while painful, usually not very serious. So see if she can get Torres stretched out up so he can get off the field. And he's checking it out, and let's see. Torres says, I'm good. He heads back, so Kelly Johnson-Rose gets off the field. Caponja still waiting to sub in. The assistant referee checks with Kelly Rose, and yeah, they have to take him out. I thought so. Most high school sports, if they stop play for you, you have to come out, like in basketball or other, you have to come out at least for a play. So Caponzu checks in. Parker Custer telling Caponzu to get out there, and here we go. Ballard set to throw it in on the far side, down in their offensive end, in their attack end. Now throws the ball in, popped up in the air by Ballard, kicked out of there by Grinnell. Ballard tries to head it up, controlled by the Bombers. Over now to the Tigers. Looked like Billy Lapato went over there for Grinnell on the far side. Kicked out by Ballard. Tigers will play it in. Taken back by Ballard. Now back and forth it goes. There's a little bit of a tussle there at the midfield. And taken by the Tigers. Brownell on the far sideline getting it down now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez Back over now to Kieran Jones. Jones tries to get a center down to Caponzu again, just a little too far. Scooped up by Parker Becker. He plays it in. Right back, though, to the Tigers and Braden Graff. Taken back now by the Tigers. Pass down to the attack end, trying to again hit Caponzu. Just a little too far. And Caponzu watches to get scooped up by Parker Becker, the Ballard goalkeeper. Headed back nicely by Grinnell. And now Tigers have it in the middle. Here's Rodriguez in the middle, looking for somebody to pass to. Tries to get over to Caponzu. Caponzu working past the defender. Tries to split two defenders. Gets knocked down. Ballard knocks it away. Good defense that time by the Bombers. And Ballard kept it in play there on the far side. No, they didn't. They said it was out of bounds, so Tigers will play it in. So next Tuesday the 11th is the next broadcast. Tuesday, April 11th on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Grinnell Tiger Girls Soccer as they host Newton. Again, kick about 5:30, pregame about 5:20 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Ball goes down to the corner, going to cross the end line. I believe that'll be a corner kick, or goal kick rather, for Ballard. Again, we're on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Also on YouTube. Just do a search YouTube for Tiger Sports Livestream Network. When you get to the site, hit that like button or subscribe, and you'll be notified of whenever Tiger Sports Livestream Network is going live. Oh, my goodness. Big collision that time. Jack Nelson absolutely leveled Brody Pettig. Again, unintentional. Well, let's see. No, Jeff Blanchard is going to give a yellow card, I do believe. Let's see. He explains to the player why that was wrong. And Pettig took a shot. It is a yellow card for the Ballard player. That is number 8, I believe, Jack Nelson. Boy, that was a shot. He hit the ground with his back first. Didn't get his hands down or anything. I don't think his head hit, but it was definitely a pretty violent collision. You have two collisions. You have the impact with the player, then the impact with the turf. So you kind of get the double whammy there. Let's hope that he's okay. Again, Kelly Johnson-Rose earning her paycheck tonight. Lots of players being tended to. And this is a stoppage of clock. As you see, it is stopped with 4:25 left. Tigers with a 2-0 lead. And obviously make every effort to make sure everything's safe and good to go. Good to see him on his feet, the junior defenseman, Brody Pettig, now slowly walking off. Gets a nice round of applause from the Tiger fans, and I must say the Ballard fans too, so good show of sportsmanship there. I've seen that a lot tonight too, which is good to see. Yes, it's an intense battle, and yes, you're competing hard. And maybe some things are said a little bit, but overall in the big picture, I've seen players help each other up, so that's just good to see. That's the way the game in any sporting contest needs to be played. Compete hard, compete fair, but when it's over, or show good sportsmanship when the opportunity is there. Okay, I'm off my little soapbox. That's my little spiel for the year, but that's pretty good advice too. I've coached basketball a long time. I've seen it a lot over the years. It's just good to see. All right, Tigers are played, and here's a long kick down. Getting down now, Braden Graff giving chase. Also giving chase is Hyman. Graff gets there first. Graff trying to get around. The goalkeeper's out. The net was free for a minute, but nice job by Hyman, the senior defenseman. He gets it back now centered. Ooh, and almost a near goal. Ballard trying to kick it out. Brandon Combs getting it past, but it went wide of the net. And Tigers will have a corner kick. Wow. Little flurry there of action. You can tell when the players get some rest. There's that little burst of speed and energy. Now Tigers with the goal kick. Again, Grinnell sets up. Everybody is pretty much past the 5-yard line. Then they will break to the ball as it's up in the air. Here comes the kick. It's over the goal. Headed down by Grinnell. Loose in front of the net. Headed by Ballard. Headed by Grinnell. Headed back by Ballard. Ball still down, and now Ballard controls it. And they clear it out towards midfield. Over on the far sideline, here comes Harbor Wilcox being chased down by the Tigers. And Graff boots it back to the defense. They get it out past Wilcox, and they boot it back into the center towards Caponzu. Ball gets past him. Now Hyman chasing that. Caponzu right there. Hyman gets knocked off the ball, and we call a whistle on Grace Caponzu. He pleads his case. Assistant referee shakes him off, says nope, and it's Ballard ball. Ballard fans also saying nope, you're not going to get that one. And here we go. Tigers now with the ball. Here comes Will Dalby Albright getting in there. Now it gets it back to Kapanzu. Kapanzu gives chase, tries to control it. Being shadowed by a couple of Ballard defenders. Gets it over now to Dalby Albright. Tries to get it past the Ballard defense. Poked away by Ballard, controlled by Grinnell. Here comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez now in a battle with the Ballard defender. Tries to get the ball down the corner a little too far. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Ballard goal kick for senior goalkeeper Parker Becker. Just giving up 2 goals on the night, both in the first half. Oh, looks like we had a penalty called on Ballard. Okay. I didn't hear the whistle nor see the referee's signal, but apparently there's a foul called on Ballard, so Grinnell will get a free kick from the 26-yard line. Jeff Blanchard gets it ready, and here comes the kick. Ball up and over everything, out of bounds, and will be a Ballard goal kick. Under 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Tigers 2-0. Looking to get their second win on the season after having a couple games weathered out earlier this week and late last week. Now Ballard on the attack. Here comes the starting pass, but again right there as they've been all night, the Tiger defense, whether it's Torres or Jones or somebody, they've been right there on the spot to knock away any Ballard attempt. Ballard has had their chances. Had a penalty kick and then a point-blank open net shot, just could not convert. Kind of been the story of the night for the Bombers. Now Ballard working to get it around as we come up on 1 minute left. Tigers just basically at this point content to boot the ball up in the air and kill some clock. Here comes Dalby Albright, gets it around now to Kapanzu. Kapanzu tries to get it centered. He's surrounded by 3 Ballard players. Somehow gets past him. Kapanzu working loose, gets it down in the corner now, and a shot knifed away. Kicked out of there by Harbor Wilcox, helping out his goalie. And now we're under a minute left to play. So nice job by the Ballard player. Tigers will get a corner kick, but they're going to take their time in getting set up for this one. .40 and counting, and Tigers will get a corner kick out of the deal. One last opportunity to possibly score. There comes the kick, centered in, tipped off the goalkeeper's hands, and headed up by the Tigers, but over the crossbar and out. It'll be a goal kick for the Bombers. 20 seconds left. And we're trying to get the ball to the goalie, and let's see. They had to chase it down, and now they get it out to him. The official motion for them to stop the clock while they chase the ball down, so that's good. And then once he blows the whistle, they'll start the clock with 16 seconds left. Grinnell about to go 2-0 on this young season. Ballard will fall to 0-3. Valiant effort by the Bombers. Had their chances, just could not capitalize when they had those opportunities. And just one of those nights for Ballard. Ball booted up in the air. Ballard will throw it in, and they're just going to let it go. Now they say it's Grinnell throw in. It's just going to expire, and that will do it. Final score, Grinnell defeats Ballard 2-0 here on high school boys soccer. Again, recap the scoring. All goals scored in the first half. Grace Kapanzu got things started in the 4th minute, just 4 minutes gone by in the first half, where he gets a goal, his 3rd one of the season, and Grinnell took a 1-0 lead. Then lots of back and forth action. Ballard had some chances, Grinnell had some chances, and then in the 19th minute, Jack Hoops made a kick towards the goal. It was deflected then by Zach Castro, the sophomore defenseman, deflected it. The goalkeeper, Parker Becker, for the Bombers went down to scoop up the ball, but right before it got to him, Zach Castro got his foot on it, deflected it into the net for a goal in the 19th minute, and that was 2-0 at half, and that's the way the game ended up. So that'll wrap it up here from TT Crane Field. Thank you very much for joining us for high school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. For my partner Dan Walker, Director of Operations, I'm Chris Juni, wishing you a pleasant good evening, and once again, saying you are watching high school boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.